are creating problem that will not end for generations. And the consequence will not end here. It will also continue with you to eternity. That's why believer must avoid such act of sin. Verse 3. Then Jephthah fled from his brethren and dwelt in the land of Tob, and there were gathered they men to Jephthah and went out with him. Verse 4. And it came to pass in the process of time that the children of Israel made war against Israel. And it was so that when the children of Ammon made war against Israel, the elders of Gilead went to fetch Jephthah out of the land of Tob. Verse 29 now. Then the Spirit of the Lord came upon Jephthah, and he passed over Gilead and Manasseh, and passed over Mizpeh of Gilead, and from Mizpeh of Gilead he passed over unto the children of Ammon. Verse 30. And Jephthah vowed a vow. It shall be that whatsoever cometh forth of the doors of my house to meet me, when I return in peace from the children of Ammon, shall surely be the Lord's, and I will offer him up for a burnt offering. Verse 32. The topic I want to consider as the summary this morning is the topic on consecration. Consecration. Jephthah made a vow. It's a form of consecration, offering himself to go and face the enemy of Israel. He put his life in his hand. Those enemies have been oppressing Israel, and nobody could talk. For him alone to stand up and to go there, he took a bold decision, and he had to go before the Lord and pray. And in his prayer, he made a consecration, a commitment that if God will do it for him, this is what he will do. Today, every Christian ought to consecrate themselves unto the Lord. Unlike in the case of Jephthah, consecration is the setting apart for God's purpose. It may be setting yourself apart or setting a thing apart unto the Lord of it. So it is dedicating ourselves for a holy use or a holy purpose. It is also the act of surrendering yourself, your spirit, your soul, your body, your will, your mind, everything, your desire, your goal, your aspiration in life, the act of surrendering everything unto God. I went go into the industry. Chemistry was my best subject in secondary school and even in higher institution. But when I entered the university, I was praying. Because I learned about this consecration, the teaching, and the fellowship. So I went to the chapel. I spent some days, seeking the face of God, praying, what will you have me do? What do you want me to do? And then God opened. So I now feel that if I read all this industrial chemistry and I'm working, will I even have time to serve God? So I decided I will do a will help me to be teaching and have more time to serve the Lord. I did not know where God was teaching, and I was serving God. I was happy that I was serving God. Before eventually God used the leadership of the church, to ask me to become full-time, since I don't know much about it at that time. What I'm trying to say is that when leave your job, don't do physical work. It's not because I don't want to. I want to work. In fact, I like, with the work I was doing. But when the instruction came, since I've already surrendered everything to the Lord, then to prove that sincerely I surrender, I must obey when the call comes. And so the same thing. It is the art of surrendering our will, our desire, our life entirely to God for his use. See, and as you look at it in the Bible, for kind of living secular job, the one you are doing, you should still offer your time, your energy that God wants you to do. In Joshua chapter 3. Joshua chapter 3. Let's look at verse 5. And Joshua said unto the people, sanctify yourself, for tomorrow the Lord will do wonders two parts. One, yourself apart for God to purge it. God can get there to purify it. God can get there and remove anything, any thought, any habit, any disposition, all those things, all the tendency, negative tendencies of man, the carnality. He will be able to get there, help you to remove them, because it's God. But you cannot do it yourself. Surrender your life entirely to God, and then God will do the second part. He will purify it. That's how sanctification is experienced. And so, if you want to really serve the Lord,